You're listening to the Who is Christine Anyway podcast season 2. Today's guest is Ryze Hendricks. Enjoy.
It's interesting. Yeah, there's a whole entire and it's crazy because a lot of these things I find out by just experimenting. Sometimes, you can remix on Instagram and stuff like that, and you go to different things, and I've gotten really a bunch of great clients that let me into the back ends to see how these things work and what works and what doesn't work. And when you talked about, you're like, no, they took my content down. Is that something you like? I would think, and I love that they don't take it down, but especially how things are on the internet and whatnot, how volatile it can be. Like 1 minute you're on the top, the next minute you're on the bottom. You never know. Do you ever have content taken down and they go, okay, you can't do this or you can't do that? Or do they leave your content alone?
No, people don't even realize this. They've taken a few of my videos down. And of course it's frustrating because this is what TikTok will do. Because this is what I like to do too. This is what I like to do. Like, I realize that I'm always getting new followers. I'm always getting new people. So, on TV, when they show they'll show the same episodes or whatever.
Yeah, or reruns.
Reruns. So I try to operate my social media like that. So what I'll do, sometimes I repost things. You know what I mean? Like if it's a hit, I'll put it back out. Like, okay, I know they ain't seen this, and it happens. But with TikTok, what frustrates me with TikTok is I'm in their creator program. So the creator program, everything has to be over a minute for you to get paid. So
yeah, I think I followed Spencer and Heidi on that one.
Yeah. So I'll download my videos and I'll repost them for the new followers. And TikTok will flag me for it. And I'm like, yo, this is my shit.
You stealing your own content?
Yeah, they'll flag me for unoriginal content. And I'm like, unoriginal? Dude, y'all realize this is my shit? But they don't. You know what I mean? They don't. I guess something with the algorithm and the system.
Yeah.
It's
not real people, it's computers.
Yeah, they protected me from me, basically. So if I can get paid off of reposting my shit, that means somebody else can do the same thing.
Oh, absolutely. So if I go on Instagram, right, and I turn around and I take and remix, like I just did this guinea pig experiment last night with the Super Bowl situation, which is interesting. You can remix things. Sometimes you have the option to prevent remixing, and you have the option to prevent downloading also. There's a lot of settings in the advanced area that people should really discover and kind of read up on. But if I remix a video, all I have to do is hit remix, and I have to add something to the video. So I can take my keyboard and put period, just a period, and it's black, and I can drag it to the bottom corner, like this is the bottom corner, and set it way over there so it actually isn't on the content at all. And I can repost that content, and it shows up in my reels, and it shows up in my grid, and it shows up as my content as a remix. So the original content creator will get I don't even say royalties, they get something, but I'm able to ride coattails of that person.
Yeah.
Which is absurd.
Wow.
When you think about it, and then they don't take it down. Like I could post anything absolutely unrelated to me, like an elephant giving birth, and they'll be like, that's her. And I'm like, thanks. But no. But it's all computers. If they don't see anything, I mean, it's the same time when you go to and you open anything, it's like your FYP, and sometimes it's fucking nuts. It's just
and that's with this new program, man. Honestly, I don't like the new program.
What was that like when it shut down for the day?
I mean, they say if the more views you get, you can make more money than the old program, because it was an old program, the Creator Fund. And with that, things had to be under a minute, or it can be over a minute. I probably should have stayed in that program. I just saw that the new program, you can make more money, so that's why I jumped on it. But I'm regretting that I did that now, because you can't go back to the old program. Once you're in a new program, you can't go back. I'm like, oh fuck.
You got the old bait and switch.
Yeah, I'm
But
like,
the
damn.
thing is, too, though, is you can't get frustrated at that. Like can't hate that game. You almost have to look at it and go, okay, well, I'm going to also be a micro influencer. That's where it becomes, and I say micro very loosely, the term micro, they call them micro influencers. So it's kind of one of those things where there's a lot of money in monetization in what you're doing, yes, but there's also a lot of money in product placement. In fact, a lot of companies, if we look at the statistics of like capitalistic America, especially what the hell was that damn ass legging company that like all the women were in, that was like fit something or other, like it was all about being in whatever. It was actually talked about in a documentary recently that they found that if they went online and they found like influencers and they were able to give the influencers this, and you would have to put hashtag ad in your, because that's how that works for keeping it from being derailed. They were actually saving like immense amounts of money in their marketing budgets by utilizing people like you or whoever on the internet to sell their brands.
Wow.
So, and the thing is they would be like, okay, well, we'll pay you and we'll give you a code. And if I use Ryze 20, I'll get 20% off and then you get X amount of dollars back. Or they'll give you just a flat rate kickoff of like, for every video you do, we'll give you 200, 300, 400, $500.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
So it's insane when you think about it, when you think about the money that is around on the top of the ground. But the monetization, it's like, do you think about Spotify at all? How many like listens it takes for them to even to begin to earn money?
Yeah, like yeah, I go through this all the time. Like, yeah, you can't really make a real living or make real money on that unless you're like Drake or Taylor Swift. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I think it's a fraction. It's like a fraction of a penny each listen. It's like point zero
It's like
zero zero four or something like
something
that.
like that. And you have to, before they will even begin to give you your 0.0004 penny, you have to have at least 7,000 listens on that song in the first place.
Yeah, see?
Yeah. So
It's
the
ridiculous.
only way to, and I swear to God, I feel like, it's kind of like one of those like espionage things, like the overlords of all these capitalistic companies. You're like, we got to get rid of her. But realistically, in Spotify land, what you really want to do is get into a one of those playlist curators, because they will like, and this is how a lot of songs become this. You watch Netflix, yes, no, maybe.
Yep.
Okay, so Netflix has their own series of reality TV, which is not very real. I've never had to be on an island in a bikini for 2 weeks straight. Very awkward. And they have like the same type of music in the background constantly. And if you go to, that's where they find it, are these playlist curators. So Netflix or whoever, Amazon, even any of these companies, or they have like those like Hallmark level movies, like, oh, everybody's in love and they want to find like a, an indie-ish kind of song. They'll go to those playlists. Now, that's the only way I have found to break that system, is to get on those playlists and find that these playlists are given to a playlist curator that has the connection into the acting world. Now, you bypass that having the acting credentials as is, which is kind of interesting. It's interesting to think about, because when don't get me wrong, it would be hilarious to see an entire movie on the real gangsta guy. I'm just thinking how awesome that would be to watch. I'm like, oh my God,
I should go to a movie with them in it.
Like, how'd he become it? He was running, he found a ski mask, he was in Buffalo, it was fucking cold, he put it on, and that's how it started.
That'd be nuts.
That would be so fucking funny. And then it'd be so good. But that's the only way that I have found that. And it's not even like break the system. It's like understanding how it works. It should not take this much strength to do these type of things. Content creators, I don't think people realize how exhausting it is to make content.
They don't.
It is. And you get burnt out on people. Like, you're like, I'm peopled out. Like, I just don't want to talk to anybody.
Definitely gets burnt out. It's oh my goodness. There is definitely burnout, It's times where I'll just be like, yo, I got nothing. I ain't got nothing today.
I'm going to Buffalo.
Yeah,
garbage plate. Leave me alone. I'll go up to Rochester.
Yeah.
Go to the
Yeah.
museum. What is it? The Children's Museum of Play. That place is the shit. Have you been up there since you've been up in Buffalo? I know it's in a little bit of it's like north. It's in Rochester, so it's like an hour away. But sue me for that.
Oh no, I ain't never been there. Nope.
You need to go. Like it
Oh,
just it it hits a different part of the inner soul where you're just like they have like an entire room that's all old game systems, like Ataris, Nintendos, Segas, all the shit. It is
of
so
course.
cool.
Yeah.
And everything's life
Yeah,
size.
that's
Like
cool
there's
because
Sesame Street.
I used to be a serious gamer back in the day. Super Nintendo,
You need
Sega.
to go. It's so
Oh,
fun.
oh, shit, yeah. What's the name of the place?
Strong Children's Museum of Play.
Strong Museum Children of
There's
Play.
like a high ropes course inside. Everything's life size too. So like when you walk in there and like the Sesame Street display, like it's legit walking on Sesame Street. Like there's an area where you can show up next to yeah. Yeah. I can see the excitement in your face. Like it is so fucking fun. And there's I think a merry-go-round in there too. And a butterfly house. Not that you're it's just they fly all over the place and they'll land on you. It's so cool.
Damn. Nah, yeah, no, that sound fun. Like that'd definitely take me back
You need
playing
to do it.
old video games. Jeez.
And some of like they had a gigantic like life. I don't want to say life size because life size is normal. They had a light bright that was like humongous, and you put the pegs in.
Wow. Take it back. Trying to make us kids again, yo.
I know. Well, my 6-year-old, she just got light bright for her birthday, and like I think I've been playing it more than her. I'm like, get the fuck out of here! This is my toy. Like you got karaoke, get up there. Like I'm just like sitting there, and I'm like, this is a donkey, and I can't again cannot draw. So even with light bright, everyone's like, what the hell? It looks like a pheasant. So I can't really explain it. But the Museum of Play is so fun. They have it, and they have like food court in there, and they have like a ropes course. And they have and it's just right down in the middle of Rochester.
Wow.
You need to go, and then you need to like. I'm gonna get an email from you being like, "Thank you," and I'll.
Yeah, I'm about to say, yeah, send me an email to the place, so I'll look them up. And because here's the funny thing, I've never been to Rochester.
You need to go.
Never. I've never been to Rochester. Like actually in Rochester, like just there, just in the town. I've never been in the town.
This is like this is down in the city.
Same with Syracuse. I've never been in like to Syracuse.
Okay, you need to go to the state fair.
I drive past it when I'm driving from Buffalo to Jersey or PA, but never been to these towns
You're
in
gonna
upstate.
make me like a concierge of your New York tourism guide. Like I'm like, first we're gonna go to the state fair, and then we're gonna go to the museum, and then we're gonna go to there's a zoo in Syracuse too. There's waterfalls, there's High Falls Gorge. Like I'm from Saranac Lake originally, so we like near Whiteface and near like Placid and all those gigantic Olympic venues and stuff like that. So there's a lot of really awesome stuff. There's also the fact that it's under like 80 feet of snow right now.
Oh, jeez.
So we won't need to get the sled dogs harnessed, but at the end of August, the state fair is so fun. Man, you'd have a blast. They have free concerts there. You should perform. You should perform.
Hey, somebody book me.
I'll see if I know a guy. Like I know enough people, but yeah, no, it's there's a lot to do. You'd love the museum, I think. You just seem like a child at heart. Like it just seemed like you'd really enjoy that sort of thing. And it's not just like they have like a full-size Berenstain Bears.
Definitely a big ass kid. That's no question.
It's so fun. Like I think I have more fun than my kids.
Outsy type of person. I got to go out and do activities. If I'm out doing activities, the energy comes out. Is there.
But the high ropes course, it goes like across the floors, and like it's a whole second floor of game systems, and it's like all like there's like Yep. Let me know if you need me to meet you there. That's fucking fun. Like you need an adult, I'll supervise.
Let's go. Shit, let's go.
It really is fucking fun though. And they had this really cool thing last time I was there where you drew first again, we're back at the drawing, but it was like you color or draw a fish and you hit a button and the kid would back up, like they scurry back, or an adult in this case. You scurry back and then all of a sudden your fish, exactly how you colored it, would appear on the digital screen. And you would this is like a piece of paper you colored. And then it
Oh
would
shit.
go in and they would read it and then they'd put it up on the screen and it moves digitally.
Oh snap. Oh, that's dope. Damn,
Yeah. So
that's
when you're sick of peopling, there you go.
go, go off and do some art.
go
Yeah.
go kick some kid off a fucking museum built for kids and be like, you get birthday parties. I don't. Just do this.
It's my turn.
Yeah.
You were already on it. It's more just me now. Move.
Your fish is ugly. No, that's terrible. But it would just be one of those things. But it's so cool though. There's like so much stuff that's like life size in there, built for, I don't want to say built for adults, but it's like the kid at heart, like you said. So there's,
Yeah.
you know, I don't know. It's right down in the city too. It actually has its own parking garage. Ooh.
Oh, good. Yeah, so
Mhm.
you got to pay for extra parking.
I don't think
That's
I don't
always
think it was
that's
much.
always good. You ain't got to pay for parking. That's always good.
But it's like right down in the heart of the thing. And you can snag a garbage plate, which I won't be, but you can, because there's something about like putting mustard on anything that just makes me run. I'll separate glitter before I do that shit. Sorry.
No, mustard.
Mustard.
I don't eat mustard on nothing.
Do you ever wonder who the fuck went to their fridge and said, I'm going to take mustard and mayonnaise and put it in this hard ass boiled egg? Like it made deviled eggs and they're like, this is the shit. Let's bring it to the picnics. And they like brought it. Like who the fuck was like, oh, just don't tell him. Like
Right.
eat it and smile and good manners. Like,
Right.
and he fucking put paprika on it. Like, where the fuck did
Yeah.
paprika come from? Man.
Disgusting. Damn, but I like deviled eggs though. I like
Do
deviled
you
eggs.
really?
I do. I do. I didn't know mustard go in deviled eggs?
It's mayonnaise, mustard. Oh yeah. So you
Oh,
hard
see,
boil your
I
egg.
never knew that. I never knew that, but I mean, I love deviled eggs.
You've never made them then.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I
I've never,
have to,
yeah, I always show up to the party and they're already made. So that's you know what I mean? Like so that's why
yeah.
I don't know what go in. But oh shit.
Yeah,
Wow.
they're hard boiled, and then once you know, like I have like I'm like an old lady inside a 37-year-old's body. You roll the egg on the counter and it crushes the shell. You take the shell off the egg, and then you cut the egg in half long ways, and then you pop the yolks out, like because they're hard boiled now, and you put them in a bowl, and you put more mayonnaise than mustard to ratio, and then you take a fork and you mush it, mush, 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 mush. So it's yolk, mayonnaise, and mustard mushed all in there. If somebody wants to throw in some, you know, I throw in a little bit of pepper, maybe salt, depending on how it, you know, comes about, maybe a touch of garlic, whatever. And then I put them back in a freezer. Like I put it in a freezer bag down to the bottom. Like I like put it in the corner, cut the tip off, and then I fill the eggs back up. And then you go get the paprika and you just sprinkle it across the top, and that's deviled eggs, my guy.
Damn. Okay.
You've been eating egg salad in a boat, is what you've been eating.
It's pretty much what it is. Yeah.
It is. It's egg salad in a boat. It's just, ooh, I don't know. I just want to know who the fuck woke up and chose violence that day.
Taking mustard and just putting it on something like a hot dog and eating it. No. But if it's mixed in with a bunch of shit like deviled eggs, if it's mixed in with, I can eat it that way. But yeah, you won't catch me putting it on a hot dog or a burger or nothing like that.
See, I'm the same way if I have a choice. But I was like raised super old school. So like you go to cookouts, you have to try a little bit of everything. And I mean, you got to eat it and you can't make a face. So it's like you can't, like the subtitles, you just got to be like, this is wonderful. Thank you. May I have another? I mean, I feel like it's some level of sadistic torture. But at the same time, like, they're like, you really like that? And I'm like, so good. Just so good. Like,
Yeah, like,
I'm so full. I won't have another, but thanks.
This is good.
Like so
I like it. I like it.
I learned though as a kid that it's just like if you did things in small bites, you don't even just hold your breath and just swallow. Don't even chew it. Just straight down. Like don't even think about it. And then chase it really quick with like lemonade or something super acidic. Like just that's probably like the start of alcoholism of half my family. Like eat shit, take a chaser. Eat take a chaser.
That's
oh, fuck. We ended up in childhood trauma. So
right.
It must be crazy though. Like so your mother has passed, you said. God rest her soul.
Rest her soul.
So when you go to family events, your family has all seen all these videos, I'm assuming. I'm the oddball in my family, so when I show up, everyone's kind of like looking at me out the side of my eye. Did you get that, or is everyone like, he's here, and they're like snapping pictures and like trying to like just look, he's still alive and we're with him, and oh, we were here. Like maybe this will be. Oh, I was gonna say VH1. Wow, I aged myself again. Like putting yourself like in that. Is your family kind of like surprised? What's that like?
Like you mean like are they like surprised by all the
How that? Yeah.
everything?
Does your family ever just look at you and go, "How the hell did that happen? How the hell did you get here?"
Yeah, yeah. I mean, they do. They do for the most part. But I'm gonna say they used to me being a goofball. Again, if my mother was here, she would tell the story about me and my music teacher, who just passed away too. He passed away a couple weeks ago. God rest his soul.
Now you got to tell the story because they're gonna want to hear it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. God rest his soul. But it was one of my mother's favorite stories about me because she see that, she saw all the stuff that was happening as far as like, my sense of humor and got me famous and all these followers and all that. And my mother would be like, he's been this way ever since he was a kid. This is not nothing new. So music class, I was in 6th grade. All of our teachers were strict, very strict. So you couldn't really fuck around. You couldn't really fuck around in those classes. I mean, a little bit, we'll goof off a little bit, but the teachers they raise their voice and it's like, oh, all right.
Yeah, it was different when you and I were in school.
Yeah. But music class, the music, he was more laid back. It was more laid back. It was more fun. And that was my opportunity to just let loose. So I used to just clown, make the whole class laugh. I don't know if you remember the show In Living Color. You remember In Living Color?
Yes, I do. I do remember it. I'm not that much younger than you. My God.
Right. We around the same age. But I'm a couple years younger than you anyway. But
Don't worry, that's not Wikipedia-able or anything.
Okay, good. But I knew I was this little 6th grader who knew how to imitate every character on that show. I had the voices down pat. I can't do it now.
You're a fucking menace, and I love it.
But in 6th grade, I knew how to do all the voices, all of them. All of Jim Carrey's characters, Fire Marshal Bill, all of them. I knew how to do all of them. And when we got to that class, everybody knew like it's time to clown. It's time for Walk the Clown.
It's like it's like loosening the collar.
And my music teacher was so cool because he got to the point where he stopped trying to shut me down because he knew that I had to get this out my system.
Just let it happen.
So he would just sit back at his desk and just let me just go off. And I would just get this out my system, do all the characters, got the whole class laughing. And when I got it all out my system, he would look at me like, you good? You got it all out? And I would basically give him the look like, okay, all right, I'm ready to learn now. I'm ready to get on with the class. And then he would go on with the lesson. So I guess we had a parent-teacher conference one day. And it was during music class. So my mother was coming. He went to go meet my mother in the hallway. So you already know, as he goes to the hallway, he's not in the class. We in the class without a teacher. So you already know I'm clowning now. I'm really clowning. The teacher's not there.
Yeah.
Oh, so I'm in the class clowning. Everybody's laughing. My teacher and my mother's coming up the hallway. And I didn't know this part until my mother told me. But she told me as they were walking back to the classroom, they hear the class burst out laughing. So he looks over at my mother and he goes, you hear all that laughing? That's your son. That's your son. He's the cause of all this.
Just that, I can just imagine. What do you do as a parent? Like, just go.
Yo, and I love them for that. I love them for that because he would just let me just let loose. I was just a little kid. I just needed to get it out my system. I love being a class clown. I love making people laugh in class, and he would just let it go. But yeah, so basically my mother, she knew from an early age that I would just, I don't know, I had this gift to just make people laugh. So
Proficient. Yeah.
yeah, so when they see all of this going on, they're just like, this has always been you. All of my friends that see like all the millions of followers and stuff, they said, bro, if we had internet back in the day, we would have been doing this.
Yeah.
This has always been us. It's always been our sense of humor. So yeah, my family, don't get me wrong, they're like, holy shit. You're like, you all
I
these
think
followers.
anybody would be like, holy shit for what you've
So
done.
they're still like, wow, they're proud of me. They're very proud of me. But at the same time, they're like, yo, this has always been you. This has been you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Keep listening for the next part of this episode with Ryze.
Visit www.whoischristineanyway.com for access to all the social media links and additional podcast episodes.